what's the difference between working a regular 9 to 5 and doing Uber? As you all know that majority of people out there doing Uber not making $15 an hour regardless. Even if they do make $20 an hour minus gas and maintenance for vehicle. And my thing is to try to let you guys know that if you was considering about doing Uber, Lyft, etc., whatever, it would be best if you go out there and look yourself a 9 to 5. I understand that the Uber thing is addictive, very addictive, because it manipulates you throughout, make you feel that urge to want to do it. But you're not making any money from it. Every day you go there, think that you're gonna make certain amount of money. If you don't work hard or harder than when you're working somewhere else for your money, you know, it's much more relaxing. Doing gigs, it is so stressful. I mean, like if you have a goal, say for instance you have a $200 goal for the day, because my goal used to be like 250 to 300, and it's not easy for me to make that goal. Sometimes I spend 16 hours, still don't see 150, 200. Because you gotta understand that it's not all through the day the app is busy. It's not busy all through the day. Sometimes you probably out there sitting out there for 2-3 hours and you don't get nothing. And if you're a person who cherry pick, definitely what's coming in, you're not gonna take it. So all the hours that you spend out there, you have to count that in to the hours that you spend out there on this app. Because the apps don't count the time you sit out there for 2 or 3 hours. They count the time in the course of your work. In the course of your work throughout the day. So if you go into a destination, a location where there is not too many Uber rides needed in that area, most likely you're going to sit there for 30-40 minutes before you move off to your next location. And you're going to look into that process. In that time period, you're going to drive your gas. Sometimes you drive your gas for 5, 6, 7 miles and you still have to get a ride. So my encouragement to all who out there thinking that this app, there's opportunity for it. No, it is taken from you. Everybody else is winning. Uber is winning, the passenger is winning, because the passenger not giving any tip anyway. Majority of them. And that's sad. Probably 5% of the app give tip right now. Passenger give tip. The other 95%, maybe 10 more percent, probably In between, they might give a tip if they like you. They might give you a tip for a certain reason. But out of 70%, they straight up is a no tip. Because that probably be their regular routine every day. So they can get up after tip people every day. Some people take Uber on a regular basis. Majority of those people who take Uber on a regular basis, like going to school, going to work, they're not gonna tip because they want the next money to roll over for the next day when they need to go back to work. So our strong hopes is depending on tip. Try to sell something in your car. Try to be nice to customer, and probably use this thing called Octopus Play that can make you at least between $25 to about $75 a week extra. It depends on how people play though, but yeah. But I'm saying that, man, a 9 to 5 is 10 times better, because once you clock in, the time running. If you sit down and take a break, you still getting paid for that too. On Uber, can you sit down and take a break? Anytime you sit down and take a break, that's on your time. So a lot of guys out there on the internet making this thing look like it's the best. It's not the best. Once in a blue mood, you might get, but once they find out that there is a certain amount in that area, they either recruit more Uber driver so they can maintain the community. And trying to maintain the community, you lose. So if you win today in that community, or maybe 1 week straight you win, remember, the next week it's gonna be flooded. So you're not gonna make the same amount of money. It's not guaranteed. It's not guarantee you what you make this week that you're gonna make it. But the Uber algorithm that maintain this platform that they say that is computerized, they're right. If it computerized, you know, the amount you make, it's already predict. The amount anybody make, it's already predict. And you gotta understand that there is a level where everyone got this goal that have been preset for them. You know, you cannot win the computer. If there's a peak up there next week, the computer gonna make that peak level down. If you following what I'm saying. But, you know, you gotta understand that when a computer program is, you are controlled by a computer program, remember you are on the greatest competition of all. Because one thing with computer, you can't win that. And that's what we got controlled by out there as an Uber driver. We competing against computer. Yeah, the first week might be unpredictable when you get something, but guess what? The follow-up week, They already know that this week was such and such. That's why they can tell you the amount of people going to be at the event and how many drivers they need and what kind of peak they want to drop in that area to get the amount of riders there so they can stabilize the money so you drivers' money can come down. You see that? So it's a straight up manipulation. You see $20 ride right there, and by time the $20 surge, like 3 miles away from you, by time you get to that $20 surge, you gotta remember, out 20 people probably going after that $20 surge right there, because you're not the only person saw it. And you know what? After that, by the time you get there, that surge gone. But because you know there was ride available in that area, a lot of rides. So when that peak go up so high, nobody really want to book, and plus the driver them go in there. So it's two things coming towards you. No passenger want to book the ride, and then drivers are going towards the peak. So by the time a certain amount of driver there, bam, the peak disappear. And you know what happened? Your phone gonna keep binging, 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 because you know why? The peak gone. Passengers start booking rides, and a lot of driver is in the area. Now you tell me how you feel when that happened to you, because I know it happened to a lot of you guys out there. Tell me how you feel when that happened to you. You going towards the surge, $20 surge, you going towards it, and the passenger not trying to pay for that $20 surge. So for instance, there is 20 passengers want a ride in that area at the same time, or around the same time. That's what causes surge. And when the drivers them get there, that $20 surge disappear. Because passenger not gonna book that ride. A lot of passengers are gonna step back and wait a little bit before they book that ride. A lot of drivers flood the area. The peak drop. And when the peak drop, passengers start booking rides. Because there's a lot of drivers there, and there is no need for no peak anymore. Because ride is on demand right here, right now. So many drivers out there want to take ride, but guess what? Who didn't get that $20 surge? And I mean like maybe 99% of the drivers them get there probably don't get that surge. Maybe one person might lucky enough to get that surge because they were so close by. But what about the other 99% that drive there? They waste their gas there. When they go there, now the trips them are so ridiculous. 30 miles for $25, 20 miles for $12, $15. Those rides are ridiculous, insane. Nobody should ever take rides like those. If it's not dollar a mile, I would advise nobody take it. And we need to be more serious from this. And the next video that I'm gonna do about boycotting Uber, Lyft. And we can do that. We can try to form a union, and we can do that. Spread the message, knowing that this is what's gonna happen. You know. Alright then, thank you for watching. Remember, subscribe, share, like,